Hari Om, good evening, a very warm welcome to all of you. Come, let's pray together. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutam gamaya sahana vavatu sahano bhunaktu sahaviryam karavavahai tejasvina vadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. O Lord, the Almighty, the Omniscient, the Omnipotent, the Omnipresent, to such a Supreme Almighty, who also has the divine names Anartha, to such a Lord, together with Shraddha, Bhakti and Prapatti, we offer our humble salutations to seek His grace, His love, His mercy, His kindness, His compassion, His benevolence, His strength, His resilience. O Lord, please bless us all with the divine qualities in a much more enhanced manner all the Shraddha, Bhakti, Jnana, Vairagya, Prapatti, Mumukshutva. This is only and only to have the first-hand experience of thyself right within us, to have that aparoksha anubhuti right within our hearts, in this very life only. We again and again beseech you to show up, to shower your grace and fulfill this lasting desire. Our humble salutations to the Guru Parampara. We pray to you that at the end of our lives, we reach thy holy feet. Om Tat Sat. By the grace of the Almighty and the blessings of the Guru Parampara, today we are on our Divine Discourse number 395, the 24th of September 2024. Swasti Shri Krodhinama Samvatsar Dakshinayan Varsharuto Bhadrapadamas Krishna Paksh Bhaumya Vasare Saptamyatito Mrgashira Nakshatra Vaidruti Yoge Bhavakarane. On this auspicious day of Tuesday and the auspicious time of the evening, we all solemnly take an oath. Na ham karta hari karta, hari preranaya, hari prityartha. Whatever is happening to me in my life, be it through any situation, incident, circumstance, occasion, be it through a person, object, or a place, I know for sure, with conviction, that everything is the play of the Supreme Lord, only and only to enable this life, to lift this life from the ocean of births and deaths, to give this life the supreme knowledge, to change the default setting with which this life was born. I understand this completely, and I thoroughly reciprocate by not doubting a bit, by not questioning to the slightest extent, by not feeling unhappy in any manner to whatever happens to me in my life. I will accept everything with a smile, with that renewed benevolence and devotion in my heart towards you, O Lord. And I need your strength, I need your blessings to live on this path. Invoking your blessings, your strength, I once again offer my humble salutations. Our salutations to the entire Guru Parampara once again. Om Tat Sat. Good evening, everybody, once again. So here, let's make things quite simple. Actually, spirituality, Vedanta, knowing God is the most dumbest thing possible. Try to understand this. When I say the most dumbest means simplest thing. You don't need any extraordinary brains for this. You just need a pure heart and a pure mind. That's it. How? When we are doing our job, we come to the last segment. After the 5 indriyas, Jnanendriya, then we come to the 5 karmendriya, then we come to the prana, then after that we come to the mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. Okay. Now, just like the Lord has Himself created all these 5 sense organs, all the 5 organs of action, in the same way He has given this, after having created this jiva with a embodiment of a stula sharira and given these subtle elements, He has then given it prana. That we agree, that prana did not come when I decided it has to come, and I don't have any sort of a control as to which is my last prana. I can't even take an extension of one breath. I might have breathed crores and crores and crores of breaths all my life, but I cannot take one extra breath at my own behest. So He has given prana. Then analyze and see, mind is created by Him. The intellect is created by Him. The memory is also created by Him. Now we are coming to the crux. Please understand this. By default, to this entire lovely creation of His, He put a final and foremost setting, which was the egotism. Ahamkara, aham bhava. What does it say? I, me, mine. Okay? Anything the body does, it puts a rubber stamp saying, I did this. I saw this. I told this. I gave this. I ate this. I smelt this. I touched this. See, anything the body is doing, it comes on and it takes charge and it puts its stamp over there. I. Now, apart from the creation of this entire aspects for a jiva, if you carefully observe, what we have been meditating upon is that He not only He has created, but He has also enlivened moment to moment for each and every organ to function. If it was under our control, why would we suffer with any disease in the first place? Why would we visit doctors? If everything was under our control, no. It is at the behest of the Lord. So now here, when the time comes, when He feels that yes, I need to change this jiva back to divine. Now we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. So now that human which has forgotten himself because of the default setting, it is not our fault. He gives that knowledge to us. And what is that knowledge doing here? Where is the ignorance? This ignorance is in the mind. So where should the knowledge come in? It should come in the mind, obviously. The soul knows how to heal itself. But what we need to do is silence the mind. Mind is always projecting with desires, with anxieties, with fears, with jealousy, with pride, with discussion. It is always projecting. So we need to silence the mind, meaning you just need to change the default setting that nothing belongs to me. Nothing, that's all. So once you understand where is the problem, like say if my back is itching and I'm not able to reach my back, and you as my friend, you're standing next to me, I request you, can you itch my back please? Can you just scrub my back? Now if that person is, yes, on your back, that person is scratching, but you say no, not there, to the left, a little on the higher side, little, come up, and then you say, this is the place, isn't it? So you found out where it was actually itching, and then once you scratch over there, you're comfortable. So now where is this ajnana here? This ajnana is in the mind, the ignorance aspect, which has come by default, and you are just removing that default setting. You're changing it. You're saying, oh my God, I thought everything I was doing, but I am not there. Na karmani akarmaya pashet. The one who sees inaction in every action. I'm doing the action, now I'm talking. But what should be our mindset? Our mindset should be that I am not this person who is talking, but I am that consciousness which is talking through this jiva. In every activity, the moment you connect to that consciousness, you are established in Paramatma, you are established in Brahman. Then you don't have to worry about your prarabdha karma, you don't have to worry about sanchita, you don't have to worry about any further life. See, there are conditions to achieving this. If you say, let me take it, lightly, why should I undergo all such severe conditions? You are not going to make it. You are only taking a chance to move ahead in some life or the other. Unless and until you meet all the conditions, you will not be able to achieve what we want to achieve. It is very simple. And at the same time, the condition is, it is that Lord and Lord alone, He has to reveal Himself to you. Yame vaishya vrinate tasya yesha vrinate tanum swam. He has to reveal. And how will He reveal? He will reveal only when you have shown that earnestness. When He says that, yes, I have told you to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have told you to do all this. If you have done, I will reveal myself to you. Many may listen to this knowledge. One can maybe talk hours together on this knowledge. But if they don't meet the requirements, what the scriptures say, what the Lord says, they will not be able to attain that salvation. They will have that knowledge, but He will not reveal Himself. So this is one very important point which we need to bear in mind, that eventually if you have got the knowledge completely and you have understood it, you have also felt it, but then what? Why am I still not able to feel the existence of the Lord? Is because He is not revealing Himself to you. Swami Vivekananda, he answers this question. Why is the Lord? Why am I not able to see the divine within me? He tells it in a very simple way. What we can do is at best polish the mirror. So here mirror is the mind. He says you can polish the mirror, that's all. But if a reflection has to come into the mirror, there has to be something standing in front of it. So who is standing in front of it? The Lord, the Supreme Almighty. Unless and until he stands in front of it, there will not be any reflection in the mirror. Now, if there is a mirror which is dirty, even if the Lord is in front of you, you cannot see him because the mirror itself is dirty. Now you have decided, I'm going to cleanse my mind, chitta shuddhi, chitta ekagrata, everything we did. But I'm still not experiencing a wee bit of anything over there. The reason is that he has not shown himself to us. And understand, this is something which is apraptasya prapti. It's not apraptasya prapti, it is praptasya prapti, meaning it is already there with you. You don't have to do something to gain this. What you only need to do is you need to know it. So that's why I'm saying let's make our lives very simple with this knowledge. Not to get into too many extravagant things. Okay, all that extravagant things are just the spice, that's all. The simplest thing is, it is he and he alone who is appearing in all these forms in this universe. Know that for a fact. What is the ignorance factor here? That it is, I have thought that I am a jiva, I'm enjoying, I'm suffering, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm achieving, I'm not achieving, I'm still trying. All this is only our inhibitions. And we assume that somebody next to us is there who is also doing the same thing. So in this way, we have simply forgotten. Now if you want a car, let's say, you have to go and buy a car. If you want to ride a car of your own, you have to go and select the right model, you have to pay the money, and then subject to availability, take delivery, then you will get it. That is apraptasya prapti. I have to do something to get it. But here it is praptasya prapti. It is right there within you. What is that? It is that God, and God alone is this jiva. I by ignorance have misunderstood. And misunderstood what? This jiva to be a individual, a person who is a male, a female, a husband, a wife, a father, a son, a daughter, a mother, and then a teacher, or a mechanic, or a pilot. See, these are all we have thought, and we are staying in that. We have to just understand. Know, as I said. Know what? Know the supreme truth. That it is the God and God alone. You don't have to do anything else. Just know. So here, I just gave this background to Smt Durga, garu, her question. So I'll just take up that question. So reason is, we have to be extremely strong in our practicals now. And knowing what the brain is and knowing how the brain works, it's going to be extremely easy for us to get through. Only thing is we need that dedication. Okay. Now, she says as follows, her question, Hari Om Guruji. As you have explained about the functioning of the brain and the various waves in the brain, I understood. Okay, fine. When we have to enhance our neocortex, the prefrontal cortex, the meditation in Brahma Muhurtam is needed, ? Yes, it is only, as she has said, to enhance the process. When we get up in Brahma Muhurtam, do we have to follow the Trayambaka Jap and Samarpan with the 12 into 9 squares? Or we can concentrate on our Ajna Chakra and do the meditation. So the last part is the question. When we get up in the Brahma Muhurtam, do we have to follow the Trayambakam Jap and Samarpan by using the formula of the chart 12 into 9 squares? or we have to just concentrate on the Agnya Chakra and do the meditation. Now, many of us are at different levels in our path of progress. So there cannot be a standard answer to everybody. Now you have to understand this carefully. What are we doing here? We are getting to know what is the true self, right? What is our true self? What is our true self? First of all, we are not this, what we have understood to be. Like if I say, I have my car, let's say. I say my car. I have a watch, I say my watch. I say my phone, my house, my body, my mind, my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions. Okay. Now, all this my, starting from the objects outside to these, whatever we compare to the inner feelings and emotions, I am not that. I am not the car. I am not the watch which I am wearing. It is an object which I am using. There is something which is seeing this. I am seeing the car. I am seeing the watch. I am seeing the house. I am seeing the thoughts. I am seeing the body. I am seeing the mind. So I am not that. So you are coming out of that first and foremost basic ignorance or the wrong understanding. I have thought to be this body. Sorry, I am not this. Now, when you do the first level in every square, why is that square given? I am going back to the basics. It is only given to focus our mind. First two lines horizontally, what we do? 12 into 2, 24. We are only chanting the mantra. Why we are chanting the mantra there? One, to keep our mind on what we are doing. And two is by taking the name of that Lord Ishvara, who is controller of Maya. Now, who is our enemy over here? Maya Shakti. So, to get out of the clutches of Maya, what I have to do? I have to use the name of Ishvara or any deity, your Lord. All are one. So, when you use that, you have done two things. One is you have kept your mind on that. Now, if I am writing something on a piece of paper, I have to first ensure that my hand and that pen needle is on the line on which I want to write. If my hand is going, haphazard, can I write what I want to write? So that is the reason we have given that square and we focus on that, saying the name of the Lord, where we get the twofold advantage. Now what did we do? We one by one said that this does not belong to me. It belongs to the Paramatma. Got it? Once we understand that this belongs to Paramatma, then next level we said, it is only He and He alone is by consciousness making this organ function. Now I cannot see without consciousness within me. You cannot hear without consciousness within you. So who is functioning? It is He who is functioning. So meaning He is the creator and He is the one who is giving the enliving aspect for that to function. So where are you now? Tell me, where are you? You have got no existence. It is an illusion. Absolutely illusion. So first thing what we got to understand here is, what I had understood myself to be is completely wrong. This is the first level. Now you see, if you have got that conviction, Dehatmavat Jnanam, Dehatma Jnana Bhadite. Dehatmavat Jnanam means with what confidence I am saying. Till now I was saying that I am this body, I am this person who has this body and mind. Dehatmavat jnanam. With that same level of confidence, Dehatma jnana bhadite. Now I have understood, I am not this body and mind. I am that infinite existence, bliss. Dehatmavat jnanam, dehatma jnana bhadite. Atmanyeva bhavet yasya sanechannapi muchyate. Atmanyeva bhavet yasya means that person who has completely said, is saying with confidence, earlier I knew and I thought that I was this person, this body, this jiva. Now with that same level of confidence I am saying that this is that infinite existence, consciousness operating through this body. That's it. Dehatmavat jnanam, dehatma jnana bhadite. Atmanyeva bhavet yasa. He has established himself in this knowledge. How do you establish yourself in something? By constantly thinking. Then even if you don't think about it, your neural path is already ready. You are established in that knowledge. Atmanyeva bhavet yasya sanechannapi muchyate. The last part is humorous and also so meaningful. He says, even if such a person says, I don't want to get liberated. No, I still want to enjoy life. Maybe I'll take some more lives. I've got so much punya. I will get so much riches. I will get so much name, fame. I still want to enjoy life. If he says, I want to still say, he says, he will be liberated. The reason is, he has become liberation. He has already merged with that Lord. So this is the funda. So now what we did, at the first level, we only got to know to the crux. Saying, I am not this jiva what I had thought. If you have achieved this, now you understand for yourself where you are. With this same level of confidence, if you are able to say that, then go to the next level, which is saying, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi. This divine creature, what is here, which is doing so many marvelous things are happening in this body and mind. It's none other than that divine creator. Tattvamasi Aham Brahmasmi. Who is that person who is saying Aham Brahmasmi? Don't mistake and say that this jiva, this personality which was there is saying. Now there is no, that person is dead now. That Aham which was there, that was the person here inside this body and mind. Now that person is no more there because knowledge has come. Now the whole of the night, lights were off. You get up in the morning and you switch on the light. And you say, I want darkness to come back. Where there is darkness? You have switched on the light already. Darkness has gone out of the window. So in the same way, when this light of knowledge has dwelt upon you, you are not there. So when you are saying that Aham Brahmasmi means that Brahman and Brahman alone is saying it through this body and mind. Bear this in mind. It is that Lord and Lord alone who is talking through this body and mind. Now if I say, as a jiva, if I say I'm happy, how do I say I'm happy? There is air coming from my lungs. My vocal cords are supporting the air which is coming from my lungs. With that modulation of my vocal cords and the twist and turn of my tongue and also the necessary alignment given to it by my lips, I say I am happy. Now is my tongue happy? Are my lips happy? Are my vocal cords happy? Or are my lungs happy? It is my mind which is happy. But how am I saying this? I am expressing through this the other instruments which have got the capability to express. In the same way, in the same manner, that Lord is now expressing, saying, till now he was expressing, saying, I am so and so person. Now, that same Lord who has changed the default setting. How? He just gave us this knowledge. Understand? And you change the default setting, you are established in that knowledge. Now, you change the ringtone of your phone. Want to get the new ringtone to what you have changed? In the same way. Now, I was in ignorance, talking that I am the Jiva. Let's say the ringtone earlier was I am the Jiva, I did this, I did this, I did this. Now the ringtone is changed. I am Brahman. The Lord is doing all this. The Lord is doing all this through this body. Lord is doing all this through this mind. Lord is seeing through these eyes. Lord is talking through this mouth. You have changed the ringtone. See, it's so simple. So you have to first move out. Now you have got a new set of clothes. You are wearing some clothes where you are at home, you are wearing those clothes. First you have to remove those clothes and then wear the new set, isn't it? You are not going to wear it on that. So in the same way, that anatma, what is there? Remove that old set of understanding. And then establish yourself. Now I am damn sure, even in the middle of the night and you wake me up and you say, who are you? You will say, Aham Brahmasmi. I am not this Jiva. Then you move slowly, you constantly keep thinking, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. You start meditating on that. I have not told this so far. We are still practicing getting out of the Jiva Bhava. Right? So, once we are with conviction over there, I think by now most of you must be with conviction there. Then we start continuously chanting Aham Brahmasmi, Prajnanam Brahma. I is not there. It is that Lord and Lord alone who is there. He himself is talking. He himself is hearing. He himself is living through this body. Jiva has gone for a toss. Only this knowledge is enough to realization. Rest is all the masala and grinder. Now in a wedding, what? Saptapadi. You go round the fire and you wear the Mangalya thread. In fact, in some states in South, you have this a mixture of what do they say in English? I don't know. We say it is salt and jeera. Okay, that jeera and jaggery. Now that together, you just put it on your head. Your wedding is over. You don't have to even use a Mangal Sutra also. That's a tradition. Now for that small event, which is not more than 1 minute, how many days of celebration and how many days of preparation goes on? Isn't it? So in the same way, it is that you just need to understand that. If you have understood that, everything is done. Be established in that. That's it. There's one more from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Atmanam chet vijaniyat. Aham asmi tu purushaha. Kimichan kasya kamaya shariram anusvanjaret. Atmanam chet vijaniyat meaning, I have understood now that my true nature is that Paramatma. Aham asmi iti purushaha. I have got established in that knowledge. Then the third and the fourth line they say, Kimichan kasya kamaya. Kim ichan kasya kamaya. What desire and what longing is there for me? Kim ichan Kimichan kasya kamaya shariram anusvanjare. Anusvanjare, it means, why should I suffer in this body? For what and for whom? Because I'm not there. So far I was doing all these battles thinking that I want this, I need to achieve that, I need to resist from this, I need to get out of this. That was what you were fighting for. Now you yourself is not there. Everything is Lord and Lord alone. And the whole creation belongs to that Lord and Lord alone. When you are not there, then where is that and for whom you are fighting? Let's say somebody comes with an arrest warrant, a non-bailable warrant to a person's house, and he sees that that person is dead. What will he do? To whom will he execute the warrant? That body is there in front of him. He knows he's dead. So the same thing happens here. That you see, call, that jiva has gone. So he says, oh, mar gaya, chalo, I'll go back. So here also the same thing. Now, who is dead? Who is dead over here? That ignorance is dead. Knowledge has dawned upon this jiva. That's all. So try to establish that knowledge, thinking that nothing belongs to me over here and I is a hoax, a scam, a sham, which so far, due to ignorance, I was suffering in this I. Now I am not there. Nothing should worry. No troubles of your body, no agitations of the mind, or no disturbances from the surrounding people. Nothing should disturb you. You be established in that Paramatma Chaitanya. That is something where you are constantly experiencing that bliss without you doing anything. You don't need any object, you don't need any person, you don't need to go to any place. Just be in that thought and you will be experiencing bliss. So I think Durga Garu, I have answered your question. So now, whether you are going to do the samarpan, if you are completely established in that knowledge that I am not this jiva, then you can move on. Move on. Maybe once you can do samarpan in a day. The second and third time, you can focus on Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. And after a while, you can just leave the samarpan also, because there is nothing to offer there. You have already offered, everything is dry, everything is gone. How many times you are going to vacuum clean a place? It's now absolutely clean. So there is no point in brooming or vacuum cleaning there. Till that dirt is gone, you have to do. Now you have to decide, what is your confidence there? I am confident that I am not this jiva. Then move on, focus on the Agnya Chakra, rise yourself through the Brahmarandra and keep saying, Aham Brahmasmi. Be established in that thought. Okay, oh my God, 6:44. Okay, so now you all want to take the 27th verse, or shall I continue on the brain a little more? Just quickly tell me what you would like to listen, and accordingly I will spend the next 15 minutes. I'm waiting for your reply. So should we go ahead with verse 27 or the brain? Acha, okay, you all want brain. Oh, good. Yeah, that's the right choice, I would say. Let's continue with the brain. Yeah. Okay. So now, last what we understood was about the, now we know that the limbic part of the brain and then the prefrontal cortex. And when somebody is suffering, the limbic part was always firing. Suffering in the sense fear, anxiety, then distress, depression, all this, the back portion of the limbic brain was firing. And when the person was peaceful, having a feeling of generosity, kindness, love, compassion, and he's stress-free, then the prefrontal cortex was firing. Now it so happened that in the US, that loneliness pandemic has been on the rise. Now they say more than 40% of the population is feeling lonely and stressed. And so if you check over there, their prefrontal cortex is not that well developed. And the limbic part of the brain has developed more and more because they're only focusing on such frightful thoughts, worrisome thoughts, anxious thoughts. But the one who is doing this dhyana, now if you start going into the stage of aham brahmasmi, everything observing, see, you may be seeing outside, but within what you're experiencing that divine energy which is constantly flowing through you, through your breath. You're experiencing that and you're saying aham brahmasmi, meaning the Lord is saying aham brahmasmi through this body. So your neocortex is firing, the prefrontal cortex. And when it is firing, meaning, like say if you do exercises for your arms are going to get strong, not your legs. If you want your legs to get strong, you have to do exercise for your legs. So in the same way, the exercise for the prefrontal cortex is by having the right thoughts and doing meditation, doing pranayam. So this way. Okay, now we are understanding. Now let's get back to the gamma waves. I want to say more about this. I'll show you a slide and let's understand from that slide. So yeah, brain waves. Now see, gamma is at the top, where you have its speed is at between 30 to 100 hertz. Okay. Now when you are in the active world, where you are alert, you're concentrate, with a lot of concentration, you're thinking, you're executing, you're moving around. So your beta wave, you are in the beta waves where 12 to 30 hertz. Then let's say you're sitting down somewhere, a report what you have made. Now you are reading that report and trying to see if you can add more value to that report which you have gone around to several people, several places, did a lot of research and you have written. Now you are concentrating in a relaxed mode you are doing. So that is between 8 to 12. The number of waves reduces. Then when we go to sleep, where when we are in a dream state, in a kind of a trance, or you're doing a visualization, so that happens between 4 to 8. And the last state is the delta waves, where absolutely the waves, meaning these are the frequencies per second, how many frequencies are happening per second in your brain. So that is how it is. Okay, so when you're in that deep sleep, you must have seen in deep sleep you take a long breath, isn't it? So in that state, which is 0.5 to 4 hertz, now that is a deep sleep, a restoration state. Now coming to the gamma waves, when you are in that high alert mode, where your potential to achieve something in this world is abnormally high. Now that is in gamma waves, which is between 30 to 100 hertz. Now what I was able to understand is, when I used to get up in the morning and in that so-called Brahma Muhurat, which is about 3:30, 4:30 types, if I have not got into any action. I got up, I sat down, and I started meditating. Now, to activate my meditation and process, what did I do? I did my anulom-vilom. I do my pranayam, that is the Brahmari pranayam, and then I do some om chanting. After these three, you lift your mind, and with that solid focus on the Agnya chakra, visualizing the squares, invoking each and every aspect of the sense organ and discarding it and saying, this is not mine, it belongs to the Creator, Almighty Paramatma. Now a strong neural pathway is getting established in your brain. So what you can do in a unit of 1, here the achievement is you would have achieved at least 6 to 10 times in that one strong meditation done with gamma waves. Now here another subtle point is, now if you get up and if you go to the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, or you have a bath, and then you say, let me have a cup of milk or a coffee, you do all that, then you will not be able to get to the gamma wave, which I personally experienced. So without any activity of the mind, no sooner you come out of the delta wave, you get into the gamma wave by doing the anulom-vilom, Brahmari pranayam, and the om meditation. Immediately you will be able to, you will see for yourself what kind of clarity you will get. You will be able to accept each and every aspect which you are telling to yourself. Now when you are saying the conviction is not great, but here what I could see was, in that state of mind, your conviction is par excellence. Like if you have, let's say, fire. With fire, can you cut steel? You cannot. But if the same fire is converted into a laser beam, it can cut a sheet of steel or a rod of steel. In the same way, your mind will become that laser beam. Whatever you want to make your mind understand, it will give you all the clarity and you will not have any sort of doubt. This is the beauty of meditating in the state of gamma waves. Now, I will share with you, there is one more technique which, we can also adopt, and we need to be careful. Now, for example, healthy lifestyle is one of the parameters to instigate gamma waves, meaning regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and stress management in your life. Not to get unnecessarily angry over anybody, jealous over anybody. So this healthy lifestyle is one of the prerequisites. And pranayam, breath control techniques, rhythmic breathing, where there are different methods of pranayam. Use all that, and then you are another one level closer to getting the gamma waves benefit. Then most important is meditation. If you have been doing meditation for a long time, then gamma waves activity will be a very natural process. But I'm talking with the other things like doing pranayam, doing the healthy lifestyle, and of course meditation, a bit of meditation, then you are much closer. Now, another important aspect, what we can also do here is, there are some sounds like known as binaural beats, or they also are called as isochronic tones. That's just a sound at a high pitch. Now if you start listening to these sounds, you plug into your ears, and while you're meditating, you listen to these sounds. They are designed to promote gamma waves in your brain. So whatever technique helps you, why not? Make use of it. So a healthy lifestyle, then pranayam techniques, meditation of course we are doing, and at the same time if you can with earplugs, that these tunes are sometimes they are you can call as they are at one part of the ear. One ear it can hear, and the other ear you cannot hear. So it is focusing on one part of the brain, the left brain, the right brain. It keeps alternating. So it's kind of a stereophonic sound. So you can use this isochronic. You can go on YouTube and check. You will get many tunes. So this is also a way. So in this way, what we have to do is we have to increase our enhance the pace of our meditation by using the gamma waves. Now there was a study done by the scientists. EEG they call machine. So one single Brahmari, it made the brain come to a state of relaxation and not just focus, super focus. One single Brahmari. And now when they combined the same person doing some more of Brahmari and Om chanting, then it enhanced the power of the brain. See? So you have to combine. Now if we are doing anulom-vilom and Brahmari, then do a minute or so of Om chanting. So this way, what will be the advantage? With the least amount of energy, you will have the maximum amount of focus and concentration. Now, I'll come to another vital part. How Om chanting, what kind of a chanting has an impact on the brain? Okay, now, yeah. See, in Om you have, we say Om, and then you close your mouth, and then you say okay, these are the two important segments. Now when you have that initial part, when you are actually breathing out, Om, okay, now if that part is longer, what it does is it resonates more with the lower part of the body, the chest and the abdomen. Try it for yourself. Now this is believed to activate the lower chakras like the Mooladhara chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, Manipura chakra, and the Anahata chakra, the chest and the abdomen. So this the initial part where if you prolong that for a longer time, it helps in calming the mind because that sound is deep and it is soothing. Okay, and it also helps in reducing the anxiety. Now if something is disturbing you, you're getting stressed, you're getting anxious, then with this O part, the initial part, you prolong that part. That with your lips closed, that you do it for a very short time, but the O part, you prolong it, that will immediately bring down your stress, your anxiety. Okay, now this can also help in terms of your the capability of your lungs, your respiratory system, and more importantly, it calms your heart rate as well. So if you are having high BP, this is one very good technique to control high BP. Second part, when the part, the second part, if that is longer in your Om chanting, now what does that do? Meaning, it creates a vibration which resonates in the upper part of your body. If you see, it is where it is in your throat, in your head, and in your Agnya chakra. So all the Vishuddhi chakra, Agnya chakra, these two get activated the higher chakras, so called, which are for spiritual awareness and higher states of consciousness. And it immediately brings into a state of a meditative state. It quietens your mind. It focuses that attention inward. So what you want, based on that you have to chant the Om in terms of the and Ma. Okay? So clarity, focus, a sense of well-being, meditation, all this, Vishuddhi Chakra, Agnya Chakra, Sahasrara Chakra. So this is one more technique which we have learned today. And when we also do this gamma activation, it deactivates the limbic system. When I say deactivation of limbic system, which causes anxiety, fear, depression, restlessness, automatically they will go down. You don't have to do anything. Just to do that focused meditation. And to do that meditation, as I told you, do the anulom-vilom, Brahmari, pranayam, Om chanting. All this not more than 5 minutes. You will see results for yourself, which the labs have proven now. And apart from deactivation, it also strengthens your prefrontal cortex, meaning on one hand your depression and anxiety, fear is coming down, and on the other side your prefrontal cortex is being activated, and you will start feeling peaceful. You will start feeling elevated. You will start feeling generous, kind. And from your health point of view, your parasympathetic nerve, the vagal tone, what they say, now that gets activated to another level. So this is one of the another important technique and outcome which happens. Now one more finding which I was able to see was the water effect. Water effect is one Dr. Masaru Imato. He is a Japanese doctor. He did various tests on what is the impact of water when you have say a glass of water and you talk to that glass of water with love, compassion, and he saw the crystal formation. They were all beautiful symmetrical crystal formation. Now in the same glass of water, he was talking with grudge, with anger, and with hatred. He saw that it was all a distracted water formation. So this shows in two ways. One is when you are having your food, don't have any negative tendencies, because most of the food which we are having, 70% contains water. Our body also contains 70% water. So now using the second aspect of the principle, so when you start chanting these mantras, Om, these divine sounds, naturally your entire formation of these cells come into a very soothing and lovable mode. So this amato water experiment, this also can be one of the things which we need to draw our understanding and use it in the right manner. If you have a cup of water, before drinking, just say Om twice or thrice and drink that water. You have charged that water. It becomes spiritual water, as we call, tirtham as we call. So that way. And now moving on, what should be the duration for me to get these benefits? So science says anywhere between 18 days to 254 days, depending on the condition of the brain. And on an average, they say if you do for about 5 minutes a day, all this what is told, in average 66 days you will be able to achieve what the basic aspect, which is your limbic, which causes fright, fearfulness, depression. Now that will become stronger, where the anxiety, fear and stress will reduce, and your prefrontal cortex, which promotes kindness, peace, happiness, all this, that will become stronger. So it is not a long process. Just have faith. And why do 5 minutes? Do for much more time. And you will see in less than that average 66 days, meaning in a month's time, you will be able to see results. And now moving on, the same mantra effect was seen on volunteers who chanted the Gayatri mantra, and they were able to find profound powers of visualization in them, because that has got a particular rhythm, a tune, a sound, a resonance. They saw that their prefrontal cortex was thick and their limbic part was so weak, meaning it had no strength. Even if it wanted to take some thoughts of fear or anxiety, it had no strength to take that. That is the power of this mantra meditation. So the doctor says, I had a patient. As a doctor, we generally don't do this, but in terms of an experiment, I told that patient, you don't do anything, don't take any medicines. Morning, first thing you get up and just do Om chanting for 5 minutes. So he had taken all the readings of that patient in terms of her BP, insulin, blood, all that. Now, after 1 month, the doctor said that her entire system, physio, neuro, immuno, endocrinology, all these parameters completely changed. So this is the power of just these simple things. I'm giving a holistic approach. I'm giving for your health. I'm giving for your well-being. I'm giving something which can help your friends and relatives who are really in trouble. So if meditation is combined with chanting and pranayam, then you will see that enormous amount of benefit can be felt in your life. And there was one more thing which was said, like if people the children up to the age of 6, if you use all these techniques, then literally you can ask for what you want from the child to become. That is the effect, they said. Then there was a Sanskrit effect. It was done by, in California, about 25 Pandits were called and they were asked to chant the Yajurveda. And this person who did this was by name James Herschel. So he asked them to chant, and he saw that over a period of time, their prefrontal cortex, especially the one for memory, which is hippocampus, that had developed abnormally to their benefit. And now, lastly, I would like to tell you, when you do the spiritual journey, I'm coming to the crux, what we all are doing, how this spirituality can also make you a person with cognitive strength which no other will have in the world around you. Reason is, there are some special things which happen when you get into this process of understanding and connecting with the universe. So here I would like to show you a drawing which I had to do because I was not getting a drawing anywhere. How to explain this? Let me just check. Okay. Now, if you can observe this chart, IQ is intelligent quotient. Okay. Then on the left hand side, you can see this is the EQ, emotional quotient. And on the right bottom, you can see spiritual quotient. Okay. Now I'll explain to you what happens when you are strong with an intelligent quotient. Now you say if there is neuron A is firing in your brain, and there is also neuron A, there is neuron B, and there is a neuron C. Okay. Now if these three cells, they want to connect to each other. So what happens is, when your intelligent quotient is high, neuron A is connecting to neuron B, and then the neuron B is connecting to C, and then C is connecting to A. Okay, it has got a linear correlation intelligent quotient, they say. It has to go A to B, B to C, and C to A. Okay, now if your emotional quotient is high, see how these neurons are firing. A fires and it goes to B, and then it comes back to A, and then it goes to C, and then it goes back to A. This is a non-linear correlation. Now when you are spiritually advanced, when you are doing all these practices of meditation, pranayam, and connecting to the energies of the universe, now your spiritual quotient is high, meaning all A, B, and C are firing simultaneously, and any of them can connect to each other. Exponential and synchronous firing of the neurons is happening when your spiritual quotient is high. Imagine with what level of expertise these brain can function. So in this way, now these are, I had shown you the various charts. Once again I will show you the three brains: neocortex, limbic system, and the reptilian complex. Just for your understanding, I'll take you one by one. And this is what I showed you was the brain waves. Now the limbic system, where it gives you that fear and anxiety and all that. So these are all which are in the limbic system. The pineal gland, hippocampus, which is for memory, cerebellum, amygdala, pituitary, hypothalamus, all these come under the limbic system. And the neuron, one neuron, how many we have? Billions of neuron. See how this is structured, this neuron. You have a nucleus within each and every neuron. And see the dendrites which you have, which are the receivers. All the information which goes to the brain. Now for every aspect, hearing there is a part of the brain, seeing there is a part of the brain, taste there is a part of the brain. This is the individual neuron anatomy. It's shown in a different way. Then not only that, there are different neurons: sensory neuron, interneuron, motor organ neuron. Then how it functions when the neurons are firing. These are electrical bursts. When one neuron is firing and the transmission of that information is going to all the neurons. Billions and billions, lakhs and crores of neurons in our body are getting activated. The synapses is the tip of that neuron. How complex is this? And we are saying, I am the doer. There can't be a bigger fool. Now cells carrying this electrical impulses. So there is a muscle fiber on the right, and slowly you're seeing how this information, whatever is in the brain, is being carried to the next level. So in the last one is, as I told you, A to B, B to C, and C to A, the linear. Then EQ, A to B and B to A, return. And then otherwise B to C and C to B, and C to A and E to C. But here in the bottom right, all the three are independent and all the three are functioning to their best, exponential. No linear or non-linear. So that is the power of the spiritual quotient being developed. So your thinking capabilities, your understanding capabilities will be par excellence than others. So finally, whether you understand spirituality, you progress or not, but at least you will progress in life, because your spiritual quotient is so much far better in terms of intelligence compared to others in your field. Yeah. Okay. So, and one last thing I would like to say. You will notice that when you are in that high state of meditation in gamma, you just test for yourself. Don't try to do anything. automatically you will see that your back is erect, upright and erect. You don't have to do anything. See, initially now we do all that. We sit, straight, and we keep our head, neck and spine and all that initially. But after you have reached a particular level, even if you try to bend down, it will not happen, because your original state itself has become that where your spine will be erect. That is one. Second, what will happen is your tongue will touch the palate, the upper portion of your mouth. Your tongue will go and it will stick to the palate, and your jaws will come down. Both your teeth, let's say they're together. Now that will not be together. Your tongue will be touching the palate and your jaws will open and your lips will be together. It's not that you'll open your mouth. Your lips will be together, holding your mouth together, but within you will see that the jaws drop down. This will be the state of your meditation when you go to the higher levels. And without paying much attention, somewhere you will immediately notice, then yes, I am there. Of course, your thoughts and your conviction itself will tell you where you are leading, but do it sincerely. And at every step, as I told you, it is that Lord and Lord alone who has given us this knowledge. And He alone is taking us forward on this journey. Keep that surrender mode intact and growing. Don't allow ego to come anywhere. That means your whole exercise will go for a toss. It is He and He alone. Visualize yourself as He and He alone. There is no I, there is no me, there is no mine. And see wonders happening. So then there's no reason to be worried. There is no reason to be angry. There is no reason to be frustrated. Suddenly you will see, how am I experiencing this bliss? I did nothing. You just got to know the truth. That's it. That you are not this idiot. So far, whatever we are an idiot only. As far as the I is there. So now idiot becomes eventually divine. That I goes away, divinity remains. That's what we have to target. Okay, so now, Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Let's do whatever little we can in terms of meditation. I'll try to combine it and make it very brief. Okay. We'll do the Vishnu Sahasranama 46. Anartha. Let's chant the shloka. Vistarastavaрастануః pramanam bijam avyayam artho nartho mahakosho mahabhogo mahadanah. 431. Anartha. One to whom there is nothing that is yet to be fulfilled. This means one who has no desires, as he has fulfilled all his desires. So long as vasanas exist, desires manifest. Where vasanas have ended, there cannot be any desires, and that state is the state of self-realization. To such a Lord, who is Anartha, we offer our humble salutations and seek His everlasting grace and mercy. If you have a desire, you are paving a road for disaster. Make it very clear. A desire is a signature of discontentment in life. Don't allow any sort of desire to come into your mind. It is going to be an antidote for realization. Any desire comes, no. I know what the Lord wants to give me. He will give me. I will not poke my nose in between. So we should all go in that state of confidence. We should live in that state of fullness. Okay. Now we move on. We need good health unless and until we realize. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutakalashahastaya Sarvabhaya Vinashaya Sarvaroga Nivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Shri Mahavishnu Swarupa Shri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri 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 Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutakalashahastaya Sarvabhaya Vinashaya Sarvaroga Nivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Shri Mahavishnu Swarupa Shri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri 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 Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutakalashahastaya Sarvabhaya Vinashaya Sarvaroga Nivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Shri Mahavishnu Swarupa Shri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri 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 Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Our humble salutations to Lord Dhanvantari to give us the appropriate health till the point of realization. Om Tat Sat. Yeah. Now, sit comfortably. I'll condense the Anatma sadhana dhyana and add something more from a different perspective as we discussed today. You can call this as the executive aparokshanubhuti sadhana dhyana. If you don't have half an hour, 1 hour, so then in 10 minutes you should be able to do this. Come, please sit comfortably, head, neck and spine in a straight line. A must is anulom-vilom, Brahmari pranayam, and 3 times chanting of Om. Let's start. Anulom-vilom, 3 times. Brahmari. Let's chant Om, elongating the second half of Om. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Now with complete attention on your Ajna Chakra, I'll chant a few mantras and then take you to the Atma. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Shrotram Tvaka Chakshuhu Jihva Ghranam Samarpayami. The ears, the skin, the eyes, the tongue, and the nose do not belong to me. They all belong to the Creator, the Almighty Prakriti. The sense of smell, the sense of touch, the sense of sight, the sense of taste, the sense of hearing, are all happening in consciousness, by consciousness, and through consciousness. During the day, whenever I hear, I touch, I see, I taste, I smell, I will experience the consciousness behind every act of the senses. I will shift my focus from the sense perception to the consciousness, the one who is responsible for the sense perception. I will know for sure I am the consciousness enabling the action, and I am not the doer of the action. I am not this jiva performing the action. I am that infinite consciousness which is behind every action. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. This I is a complete falsity. There is God and God alone in the entire functioning of this body. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. The power of speech, the hands, the legs, the genitals, the anus. All these do not belong to me. They belong to the Creator, Almighty, Prakriti. Every action done by the mouth, by the hands, by the legs, by the genitals, and by the anus are all happening in consciousness, by consciousness, and through consciousness. I am a sure witness to every action which is happening. I am a drashta. I am not this jiva performing the action. I am that consciousness which is behind every action. During the day, whenever the organs of action are functioning, I will shift my attention from the action to consciousness, which is responsible for the action. I will again and again experience that consciousness behind every action that is happening in this jiva. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Pranam Samarpayami. Manaha Buddhi Chitta Ahankara Samarpayami. The pranas, the breath of life, the mind, the intellect, the memory, and the sense of I does not belong to me. They all belong to the Paramatma, the Creator, the Almighty, Prakriti and Maya Shakti. Every function of the prana, the mind, the intellect, the memory, and the egotism is all happening by consciousness, through consciousness, and in consciousness. I, the ego, does not have anything to do in the perception of any aspect and any action in its daily routine. All experiences are in consciousness, by the consciousness, and through the consciousness. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. I have understood my true nature, and I will stay in that true nature. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Gently rub your palm, place them on your eyes, bend your head, looking down at your feet or on the floor. Slowly raise your head upwards, gradually opening your eyes. Naham karta hari preranaya hari prityartam Shri Krishnarpanamastu idam namama. Om Tat Sat. Yeah. Good evening, everybody, once again. Praptasya Prapti. It is already there with you. Just need to know what it is and where it is. What it is we know. Where it is also we know. You have to just find it out. Thank you. Shri Krishna. Namaste.